Well, hello and welcome to probably the most anticipated game of 2024, Manor Lords. I played this game, I believe it was about 2 years ago when he released the demo, and I tell you, I would have paid real money back then. But the game is now out in early access, so it is important to remember that some things may change. There might be some bugs and likely continuous improvement. He seems to be a really cool developer here. So we can do start a new game. We have nine handsome fellows, well, nine folks, including two ladies. So hopefully he does add the ability to make your own custom portrait. But for now, we're going to go with this handsome dude. And we are going to rename him to Lord Sargon, of course. And we can change our coat of arms. Now, many different options we can do here. You can see here how things can change up. But we're going to go here. I like keep it simple. And I want something dragon-ish. Not dragons. But we do have down here a hydra. Another dragon. We have this fighting bear, funny enough. And then we have this dragon and this dragon here. I think we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with a solid background. And that color, we're going to make black. So you can see, nice background there. And for the symbol itself, we're going to go red. And you can change the color outline of that. So, for example, you can see green, yellow, but I am going to keep it black. I think I like the look of that. So you're going to continue here. Now we have the game set up. There are 3 victory conditions. Rise to prosperity, which basically reach a large town. Here, conquer every region. And this one, survive all attacks and reach the large town settlement level. So we're going to stick on the default. Now you can change the template difficulty. We're going to keep it on the default section, but if you switch to relaxing, you can see a number of things go away and become a lot easier, including, I believe, starting supplies is double versus standard. You can see no bandit camps and raiders versus challenging. Oh yeah, it amps up. But let's go with default for our first playthrough, and we can get ourselves into the game. You can see here, and we're going to actually hit pause as things get started. Oh, got a message. Victory conditions, dominance. So build up our town, our manor, and when ready, press claims towards other regions owned by our opponents. Once a claim is pressed, be ready for battle. And yes, I'll unite these lands under my rule. Before we get started, you can see here, a little pop-up. So little tutorials, which we'll keep on for this playthrough. In Manor Lords, family needs food and fuel and roofs above our head. Supplies in the region panel shown above how much we got left. So that is this fellow here. Got it. So let's have a look up here. You can see we have families. So this is different. Here in Manor Lords, we have families. We have 5 of them. None of them have jobs. And that's going to be important, which we'll get to as we play through. No living space, so we're going to get them some homes. You can see 5 families at level 1, 8 adults, 2 kids. So I guess a little child labor going on here. Approval rating at 50%. We're good. Public order is good. Regional wealth, which we'll see as we play through. Livestock. Now, oxen are very important. We do start with 1. We do want to get more as we go through. You can see here. We have 4 months of food before we run out. We have some starting materials, including some timber, stone, and tools, which are very important. You can see the food, 20 pieces of bread, which we will want to get undercover, but more importantly, get more. We have no crops. We have no crafting materials. We have no commodities, so that's we'll get to. And no military. Yes, compared to the demo, we will be fighting. We'll need a militia and maybe retinue. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Now, you'll see here. Well, that's nice. You can see, clicking on it, you can see the 5 homeless families. So red warning here. Now what we're going to do, we are going to scroll out, have a look-see, and you can see which regions are underneath our control, which is this fellow here. We have outlaws, and we have this other baron who's got, looks like these two lands. And we can press our claims when we get enough influence, which we have none at the moment. Let's have a look-see. We have a rich clay deposit, rich deposit of berries. That's going to be very good to start with. Iron deposit and some wild animals. And we've got a pretty large area compared to this fella here, which is good. So what we can do, we can zoom back into our nice little area. Check out our oxen and our families. So, but before we get started, what we do want to do, have a look-see here. Down at the bottom, we've got our ability to create roads. And you can see, nice little mechanic there. We have construction. But before we really get into construction, and this is important, soil fertility. So we're going to say okay to that. When we come over here, overlay, you can see underground water, because we are going to have to place a well somewhere. Emmer fertility. So there's a little bits of it. Actually, we got a nice little area over here for later, maybe. Flax, not very good, nor for barley. And this is where getting some other regions would be good, but rye. Yeah, we've got some nice rye fertility. And you can see some things in works, including fire hazard. That actually might necessitate more wells on the map. So I think if we're looking from a fertility point of view, is maybe avoid building in this area and maybe down in this area. There's some small little areas otherwise, but I think what we're going to do is kind of ignore that. And when we look to start building some farmlands, we got all this over here. Hang on. Don't go all the way out. Not all the way. We can see, yeah, rye and emmer. So we've got a few options as where we could put some fields. So what we're going to do is now have a little look-see again. And we need to start off getting things under cover. So what we want to do is move to logistics and the granary. Workers collect, store, and distribute goods using the pantry. So we do want to put things there, as well as storage and a pack station. That is not what we need at the beginning, but we do need a granary. And I think we're going to keep it relatively close to our deposit here. And what we can do is we can rotate things around and move right on in. So I think what we're going to do, we'll put you here, get you going, and get that started. And actually what we need to be careful about is how much lumber we actually use. So that requires 2 timber. Okay, that's fine. Gathering. What we do want to do is gather the berries. So a forager's hut requires 1. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put you right in. Oh, okay, this is new. It is now telling us how much we need, so that's nice. Versus, you can see here, if I bring it in, it's going to uproot 1 tree for construction. What we're going to do is we're going to put you there. Boom. Now, lumber is life, and we do need to make sure we have a logging camp. So let's zoom out. Got to figure out where it might make the most sense to start collecting some of these resources. And we can start in one spot and then move ourselves as we go about. And I am thinking, do we want to clear this area? Well, this is where we might put some farmland, although it might be a great spot for a manor. Now, we don't want to disrupt this. So I think what we can do is... Ooh, hang on. Maybe what we're going to do is... This is probably not the best starting, but you can see we have some materials down here. So I think what we're actually going to do, we are going to build you down here. Let's rotate you that way. Boom. Get you going. And what I love about this is we can make some natural-ish looking roads there, and then they get built instantly, unlike some other games. That's going to be a high priority. And so that will get them working on that. And over here, we're going to mark this as a... Hang on, we'll make that high. And we're going to come back over here and very high. Boom. All right. So what we're going to do, we get things going here. And we'll see our folks start to go about and get about moving some stuff and grabbing the oxen. So all these folks here, these families will start building things and moving the supplies as soon as they can, which is good. Now you can see here, we have exposed goods, exposed food, and of course, homelessness. So all things we need to fix. And that will be nice and fine. So I think the next thing, while we're getting those things built, we should now come down and put a storehouse. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to plop you here. We're going to put you up here? No. Let's put you here. Boom. And then we can come in. Come around. Boom. Nice. Okay. We can get things going a tad bit faster as they start hustling. Now, probably not the best idea to spread things out so far so early, but you know what? I would rather have things in the right place and risk it for a biscuit here. So these guys are they all coming down here? They're all going to work on this? Yeah, you can see them all coming down. Got the one, well, all. Wait a minute, where are the rest of you? There you come. Including the ox bringing some logs over. So we do need 2. And they're going to start just digging here. But I absolutely love the graphics. Isn't like this is just smashing. You know, you can't really get much better than this. Well, I'm sure you can, but you know, video games keep getting better and better. But look at this. Got nice animation, getting things built. You know, I do wish Timberborn did have this type of thing. And I think I just saw with Update 6 that we might see some of that, some new wonders or monuments being constructed similar to this. But you can see here, things just popping up. Everybody's hard at work. Nice. Yeah, come on guys. Let's get with it. Get things going, because lumber is life here. Because we are going to have to build a nice little industrial area for sure. But if you can see here too, in this view, we can see the little hammer, how far things are gone. So not quite halfway, but they're moving along. Of course, we can move things, get going a little faster. There we go. Now, while all that is going on, I think we can also start looking at setting up... Ooh, new message. I've heard of your renown. Okay, that's nice. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you shall not judge me by the rumors and slander some may spread. Okay, this is the other baron or whatnot here. So we're going to write back. And there's not much you can do here at the moment. I think there will, it looks like more in time, but for now, we're just going to send this back. You have no rightful claim to these territories. And we're going to send that. Boom. Letter sent. And we'll see how that works out for us. Now, speaking of work, we can see homelessness is a problem. So what we do want to do is come in and start plotting out some nice homes. And oh, this is probably my favorite feature in the game, the flexible plots. This is what I wish City Skylines 2 had. It does not. But, well, their loss is Manor Lord's gain here. So I could see coming along here, having some homes pop off the main road. But I also think want to leave some room for like a church, bit of a market area. In fact, why don't we draw, can I draw out the market at this point? I guess I do not. There we go. Doesn't need to be big. But actually what I want to do here, let's get to the end. We're going to just draw a nice little area and go boom. Okay. Supply and demand. So the families will set up stalls automatically. There's nothing for them to set up at this point. What we're going to do now is come along behind here, and we are just going to put boom. And then we can come in back to our construction and start plotting our homes out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a bunch right off of here. And I want them fairly deep, and you'll see why as we go through. But, oh, we just don't have enough. Okay. Doesn't have blueprint mode. So you can see here, I need 14 wood, and I have one wood. That is not a lot of wood, folks. And that's why this one down here, very important. Okay, perfect timing. We do need to assign a family. In fact, yeah, we'll assign one here. Now, what we can do, assign livestock, otherwise it's shared. We only have the one ox, so we're not going to be doing that. Close this up. Oh, what I can do here is advanced. So you can assign the livestock, which we're not going to do. But we can also set our work area, which we're going to do right here. Now, I can control the size, and I think what I want to do is really start clearing out this area. Oh, and they're already hard at work, taking down the trees here. So we're just going to keep going, getting these trees so we can get the timber. Otherwise, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Now, the next thing they should be working on here is, there we go, the forager's hut, and it is popping up pretty darn quick. Now, I should, before we forget, let's pop in here. And maybe we do this with the one last piece of lumber, is put in the well. So I believe, let's see if we can find where she's bees. Need to find the well. Ah, here in the residential. You know what? We'll probably end up moving this, but for now, we're gonna plop you right there. And yeah, one lumber. Oh, and the good news is, looks like we're already starting to bring it in. Hire mercenary companies, don't want that, but we got a logging camp, forager's hut, and granary built. Good news. So what we should do is make sure we are connected. And I do want to run this right to here, go boom. And now here, we're going to assign a family. And here we're definitely going to assign a work area right in here. Boom. And they can start foraging away to make sure we've got our food. Now, we've got to get the pantry up and running before we get weather. Or sorry, the granary. So I do need to assign somebody to bring in the food. So we should see somebody start gathering the bread that is out. Lazy bums. Now, I think this might be getting rid of. I'm not going to do it, but I saw something in the discussions where the upgrade to a workers camp. This was designed for taking new regions, and I think he's going to remove this from the start. So we're not going to upgrade these to workers camp to get rid of some of the homelessness. Ooh, food stalls, great, but I need you guys to gather all of this. You got some bread in, but there's more bread to bring in. Okay, this is being built. Ooh, look at that stormy weather. My goodness. Now, I think what we're going to do, we're also going to help. We might get rid of this road in the future, but for now, we're just going to bring you down such that we're going to connect to this road here. Wow, look at that weather. Yes, I can see they're getting soaked. Do something, bring them in. You know, the firewood should be fine. The stone should be fine. I'm not sure about the tools, but it does look like we've gotten all the bread in. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I guess that is what it is. Now here we are going to connect. Boom. So that should help speed things up. Come on, get her done, done. So we do have two families building things. Now, this homelessness issue is going to become a problem. But we do have 11 timber at the moment, so that is good. So I think what we can do is we're going to come in here, and you can see already one food stall automatically set up in our market area. We're going to come in and we're going to try building again these homes. So maybe what we'll do is a little bigger. How far? Now we rotate. Ah, not enough. Once again, 14, and we have 12. And I do want them bigger. So we're going to come in from this side then. Why don't we... Actually, what we can do, why don't we follow this terrain just a bit to here. Boom. Gives a bit of a frame. And we can come back in. Maybe to here. And boom. There we go. Actually, you know what? I want them... No, you know what? No, this is... We'll do it to this size. Get a little extra space, but this is right now downtown Nuslo, which I need to find a better name. So we can do... Ooh, we actually now have 15 lumber. So we can come in and... Well, maybe we'll come this way, this way. Ooh, that is a funky town. Interesting. So let's do it. Let's have a little interest downtown. Okay. We have 6 living. You can see this. We've got +6, so 6 are being built. We think those will just start being built now because there's nothing else under order. Should actually assign a family here to collect what materials we do have. We had some supplies around. Doesn't look like any were lost, which is good. But we do want to get those exposed goods under cover. And I think I can do is... Oh, let's order a horse, order an oxen. Ah! Okay, you know what we're going to do? And we have stable space of 1. Well, let's relocate the hitching post. Maybe what we can do is put it over here. Boom. Get it out of this area. And let's make that a highest of priorities. then I think what we'll do is we'll order another oxen. As mentioned a little earlier, the oxen are extremely valuable because they help move everything around. And since I have spread things out a little to start, they've got a bit of a distance depending on where. Now we do have, look at that, berry deposit, rich deposit, really good. But we really need to get more families. Now what I could do, now this is at the beginning. We likely should be micromanaging. So I'm actually going to stop the logging. And that's just simply, we've got a lot of timber here. In fact, 9. Firewood we're fine with. But we will need to start thinking about building for firewood. So if we come in here, why don't we do that at this point? Let's see. Church, tavern, things we can't do quite yet. Don't want to start the mining. We've got the storehouse and granary. Residential. Well, that's what we were on. Farming, which we'll get to. Not a today thing, but we'll get to. Industry. We're not going to get there today. Can't wait, though. Trade. Same thing. I'm going to get to administration. Oh, there's some cosmetic stuff. A shrine and some... Getting rid of some shrubberies. Okay. Right at the beginning. We need the woodcutter's lodge so that we can make the firewood. I don't want to put it up here. I think what we're going to do is maybe what we'll do is we'll put that pretty close. Get that built. Connect the road. And what we can do at the same time is have it such that you can see here, more than likely how things, the path would start to form, taking the shortcuts. So that's good. Well, you can see he's got a stall as well. That is good. And with 2 free families, what I probably should look at doing is prioritizing the building of something like that the highest, and then we can get you very high. Oh, you're already under construction, so let's make you the highest then. Fine, 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 fine. Anyone else here been started? No.
Watch your head there.
Okay. Oh, and you're working over here. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Once again, love. Look at this. Just amazing. The start of our own community. So that's going to start fixing things. Now we've got some nice little hilltop up here. Is that the remnants? Have we started building this? It is done. So what we can do is come in here and we can upgrade you. At least I'm pretty sure. Upgrade. Oh, we need planks. So there's no point of ordering another oxen until we get the planks. So that's going to be a very valuable next step. But we need to get our homes going. So what I think we can do is we can just come here and watch as our community gets built up. Well, let's have a look-see here. It looks like they've slowed down on some of the building. We do have 2 homes, so things are, well, our popularity is going up by 1, but we still have some negative homelessness impacts here, which we need to solve. But what's going on here? We have 2 free families, so they should be getting built. Got a nice large plot here. I can already expand the living space. Double the maximum family count for this plot. Wow, nice. Maybe something we should be looking at doing. Can't do the upgrade yet, so that's fine. That's cool. We'll get to it. But this looks like prime real estate right here. Nice. Even's got its own nice little tree here. Hopefully the lumberjacks don't come and steal. But hey, I hate homeless folks. Why don't you get off your behind and get to work? Yeah, the boss. No, you're not gonna move. So there are things to build, and you don't. I guess maybe you're just gonna chillax. Let's see here. Which one's the furthest along? We want to get 2 more of these built so that all our families have a home. So I think here we go. Finally moving it along. There you go. About time. Get her done. And you can see they each look slightly different. Of course, these 2 look very different because they're not done. But this one looks with the backyard. Nice. Well, it's got even a nice little path out back. Maybe I should connect that. Maybe that would be nice if I was to come in through here and give them a nice little path. Don't think it actually technically connects, but you know what? Boom, there we go. Now that should not develop, well, although I'm probably going to put a series of homes on this back area. So why don't we come in through here? No, don't connect. There we go. And boom, connect that. So we'll leave a little love note for us there. 1 more home to go. So what I think we're going to do, we need to come over here, check on our materials. 8 lumber. We don't have anyone working, actually, this. This has got to get built. Oh, our settlement level has increased. We've got a development point. And we got some, looks like some weapons. Ooh, armament delivery. Yes, a strong militia is paramount to survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived. And I'll now be able to create my first militia banners to serve me and protect my people. Okay, this means the bandits might start coming. However, we'll need more weapons and equip them all as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them. So we could form a militia. That's something we're going to have to look at. But what we can see here, more population. We need to have our approval over 50. Got it. So the fact that we no longer have any homeless families is a good thing. And I think what we're going to do is this is going to get itself built next. After we finish these 2 plots of land, or this, I guess this one here. So why don't we just see this fella get built up. And then we should hopefully not have any negative connotations here. Hey, and a family member joined one of the settlers. So the families are growing. I guess somebody came in to visit the brother, sister, uncle, aunt, mom or dad. So that is good news. With just this final plot to go, let's get her going. Just get her done. And then what we can do is next time we can look to make sure we can expand our hitching post by getting it upgraded. But what we're going to need for that, where are we? Oh, right here is the planks. So we can expand the stable by 1. But for now, we've got our 6 homes built. Our approval rating should start going up. In fact, we have food variety goodness, so that's a good thing. So I think with that, it's a good spot to leave it for today. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.